Hey everybody. So welcome to my home. This is my home. This is where all of us are working from our homes now, right? And for me, I've been working from my home for a long time, and I love the casualness. I really feel like I'm inviting you into my home. So I have some things to say, but before I do, I left this sign up here because I am not even going to try to be that technologically savvy to, get the numbers across the bottom of the page or have a link for you to click on. You're going to have to write it down. You're going to have to write down the URL and note the times without having to click and just put it on your calendar. You're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. But be patient with me because the information is important, and that's just the technicality. And so I printed that up and put that on there for you. What you're seeing here is the Zoom link. Zoom is a place where people can go and meet with each other online. So we see each other's face and we can talk. It's like seeing your monitor. If you choose your tablet or your PC, on the monitor you get to see everyone's faces and we talk. It's like being in a meeting space. It's really very sweet. And I've been using it for a couple of years, and I've used it for necessity when there is someone who is out of state and we need to counsel. And I've used it for meetings, business meetings, and I've used it for Gather the Women when the women gather together in circle. And now it seems that this is the way that the world is going to be communicating for now, while we're under this crisis, while we're making sure to do social distancing. It doesn't mean we have to be alone, and it doesn't mean we have to stay away from each other. We can use technology to be able to conduct meetings and be with each other and have services and have circle. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's really terrific. I don't know what I would be without having my friends on Zoom and my family on Zoom. It's really rather terrific. And it doesn't cost a dime. It costs nothing. Costs nothing. So since the virus has really taken hold here in the U.S., and I'm in New York, I thought to put out a space where we can come together and talk about our feelings, our fears, our concerns, our hope, our confusion. And I did it a little bit more than a week ago, and then I was asked to do it again, so I did it again, and then I was asked to do more than one. So what you're looking at here is my commitment to hold a space for all of us, whoever you are listening. Doesn't matter what country you're in, it doesn't matter what state you're in, doesn't matter what gender you are, none of that matters. It matters that you're a human being possibly looking for community to talk with each other, share our wisdom, share our concerns, whatever you need to share. And I will be your facilitator. And having me as your facilitator means that it would be a safe space for you to really share from the heart or listen from the heart. You don't have to necessarily talk. You can just listen. So I'll be doing this on Sundays, on Wednesdays for the duration of the coronavirus. Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which means you have to find out what time that is in your area. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which means you have to find out where that is in your area. So those 2 time zones and 2 days, I think, will really satisfy a multitude of people's schedules, especially since I know that right now probably most of us are at home. And the link, you simply go to that link and follow the instructions. The number all the way to the left, the long number, that is my ID, the meeting ID number. So you're going to download Zoom if you don't already have it, and that when it asks you to join a meeting, you're going to put that number in as the ID number. So just go ahead and click on that or write it into your URL, the space above the top, the address, and it'll take you there, and we'll be there waiting for you. That's on Sundays and Wednesdays for the duration of the coronavirus. And now that I've gone through that piece of business, I'll leave that there for you to write. I'd like to talk a little bit about the virus and what it means to me today. See what you can relate to, and maybe there's something here for you. So I am in the house, and I feel safe and secure in my own home. Everything is clean to the best of my ability. And I had to go out today to the bank and to the supermarket, and people are really staying 6 feet apart. You know, I went to the bank and they had blue lines, 6 feet apart, so you stepped on the blue line. You know those blue lines that if you want to paint, you buy the blue tape. That's what they did. They put that on the floor. And it kept us all separate from one another. And in that separateness, I also noticed there was a closeness. Like we giggled with each other, and me and this lady were talking 6 feet apart about how we don't want to be out and how careful we're being, and it's nice to see you, and not even a person that I knew personally. In this time when we are being so concerned and making sure to keep social distance, somehow, like it always does when we're in crisis, somehow the human heart grows bigger. Somehow we connect to each other even more. There's a beauty in all this. Yes, it is terrifying. It is. My niece right now is being quarantined at a friend's house because someone got diagnosed with coronavirus. That's scary. You know, my mom, who's 89 years young and living in Florida, I'm on top of her all the time. You staying in the house, Mom? I even found for my own self, I'm driving in the car thinking, okay, so when should I wear those gloves? While I'm driving the car, or just from when I get into the supermarket? You know, there's concerns. We have constant concerns. I had a little bit of a headache this morning. You know, I don't panic when I get a headache, but now a headache is like, what is that, you know? So there's concerns, and there's horrifying reality with all this, but at the same time, there's this love. There is this love or connection amongst humans that is starting to show up as well, you know? In Italy, being that no one is traveling on the streets, and in their case in Venice, the streets happen to be the canals, the water, they're noticing that they're seeing fish in the water for the first time in gosh knows how long. In China, they have the lowest pollution numbers that they've had in years and years. I feel like even our Mother Nature is saying, I needed this rest to be able to restore. My heart goes out to everyone who's lost someone, and there's going to be more of that. And even in that sadness, that brings us closer together as well. So I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise. It's becoming more and more common to do a little exercise with me that will help you to just calm down and go within for a moment. It's a way to just calm down and go within. I'm going to ask you to do this with me. So I want you to take your fist, make a little fist, and I want you to gently tap on your chest. Give it a nice little tap. And what that does is it loosens I think the hypothalamus muscles in your chest, allows you to open up a little bit to be able to breathe. When we are anxious, even when we don't express being anxious, when we're anxious in our head, when we can't sleep at night, when every other thought is about what if, and oh my goodness, and I should have, or I could have, or maybe I better. When we're in that adrenaline, that fear mode, even if we don't speak it, we tighten up in our chest, we tighten up. So I'm asking you to give your chest a little bang, and then after that little bang, and I'm being gentle because I know I have a mic there, after that little bang, give yourself a rub. Open up that chest space. Oh, open it up, it's tight. Open it up. It allows you to just kind of loosen up all those muscles in there. And then after you do this, and I'll count for you, after you do this, I'm going to count, and I'm going to count to 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, I want you to take a nice long breath, a nice long inhale. A nice long inhale, 5 seconds. So relax your shoulders, relax. Loosen up that chest. Relax your jaw. We get tight, we get very tight right here. Relax your jaw and allow breath In through your mouth. Allow breath to the count of 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold it. Hold your breath for a moment. Hold precious breath. When I ask you to exhale, we'll do it slowly. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And now we're going to do it again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Hold that breath. We need that breath. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And we're going to do it one more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Hold your breath. Let it, all that oxygen do what it's got to do. And then exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. We are going through a lot right now. You are going through a lot right now. We have people that we are concerned about. We are people that we have to take care of. We have people we have to take care of. We have daily business that we're trying to take, even though daily business is not happening. We're going to get through this. We're going to learn from this. We're going to learn from each other. I want you to consider that it's spring in most parts of the world, a lot of part of the world. It's springtime. That's why I put all the little flowers on there. It's springtime. And what springtime is telling me, when I look outside, regardless of the coronavirus, what's telling me is that the buds are opening anyway. I have a cherry tree right outside the house. It looks like it's going to burst. I have little tiny, the green leaves of the tulips coming up. I haven't had tulips yet, but the green leaves are coming up. They don't know what's going on. Nature is teaching us right now. Nature is teaching us to move forward regardless of what's happening. Keep moving. Keep moving. Yes, we have concerns. Yes, we will take care of ourselves. Yes, we will quarantine ourselves. We will do what we have to do. We're smart. But during this time, know that life moves forward, and so what must we? Move forward. One of the biggest reasons that humanity suffers so much is they try not to move. They hold on to a space. They try to hold on to a past, which is impossible. They're holding on, holding on, holding on. Breathe. Move. Allow life to move forward. We can all get through this. I'm going to get through it, and I'm going to get through it and not be alone. For as quarantined as we are, I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to be with all of you who join me on these calls. I'm going to be with all of my sisters and my friends and my family and my loved ones, because I'm going to use technology for the good of technology. I hope to see you on Sunday or on Wednesday. If you want to go on my website, you can find my phone number. You can give me a call. My website is lauratria.com. LAURATRIA.com. Find my number on there. You'll be able to. Give me a buzz. I'll chat. I'm an interfaith minister. I'm the suburban shamaness. I'm a counselor. I am a life coach. I am another human being who's got a lot of wisdom and a great deal of compassion for all of you. And I know that you have a lot of wisdom. And together, if we talk, we can both rise each other up. Give me a call if you'd like. Be on these Zoom calls. They don't cost a dime. I hope to see you then. And thanks for listening and taking the time now. Breathe. Bye.